So we're here with Fwiz at the Australia-New Zealand CoD Champs finals. How was your flight over here to Australia?
Oh, it was long and miserable. It was a 15-hour flight, like 15 and a half. So I took sleeping pills. So I was like knocked out for 9 hours, played a little Pokemon, watched a movie, and then I woke up in Australia.
Nice, I like that combination.
Yeah.
That's good. What are you thinking of it so far? Any surprises or anything that you think is a little bit different than what you first thought?
Well, I thought like you guys like really valued like kangaroos like a precious animal. Then I found out you guys eat them. So I was like really upset about that.
They're not that tasty.
Yeah, I heard that too. And then I thought koalas were like the sweetest little things in the world. I also thought they were bears. I was informed they are not. And then I heard they're little shits and some of them have chlamydia. So yeah, see, you didn't know that. And then for about the first 72 hours I was here, I thought drop bears were a real thing.
No,
I know. I found out. And you know, because like I was like so impressed that like Australia is very well organized on this like scheme. Like, because I heard it from multiple different people about drop bears, right? And I was like, this shit, it's got to be true because everyone keeps telling me about it. You know, like different people, not at one time. So actually, I found out last night. Last night I was on and I'm like, I looked up and I googled drop bears and it's like,
you could
like I did, yeah, and it's like Australia's like lore, you know, like, and I was like, you gotta be shitting me. So yeah, that's Australia for me in a gist.
So you've been casting a lot of the matches today.
I have.
What would you say would be the main difference between our players here and the US players back at home?
Well, you know, I think like US has a leg up just because like Call of Duty esports really started big in the US. So from like a you know, players' overall ability is probably higher in the US, but
yeah.
I'm actually really impressed. Coming out here, I was really impressed with the New Zealand team that finished 4th. They won.
Yeah, absolutely.
They won money.
They won money.
Yeah, they were happy. I was pretty surprised about that because everyone counted New Zealand out. So like to not even like to finish 8th here. Yeah. So I you know, other than like there's a player skill gap, which I think over time will continue to narrow. Like as Australia kind of plays in these bigger tournaments and has opportunities to go to the championship, they'll continue to get better. But that would probably be the big difference. Yeah,
it's really great to have you guys out here to kind of put us on the map as well, kind of bring in a lot of US watchers as well, and it's been really good. What would you say would be one of the like standout players so far?
I mean, I hate to say it like Immunity, you know, and like Naked, because like that's yeah, Immunity has done a really good job, like kind of bringing it out there, and you know, I gotta give those guys credit because, and although that might like bug people, but it's really good for Australia to have a team like that because they're getting a lot of recognition globally, kind of like how what Optic does for the U.S. scene, they're kind of doing for Australia. So although it might, you know, make people upset or annoy them because everyone talks about them a lot, it's really good for the Australian space, you know, for players to recognize the team. And once they recognize them, then they start recognizing other Australian teams. So, I mean, I'll give it up to, you know, Naked and the Immunity team because they're doing a lot for the country, I think.
Yeah, it's been really great. So that kind of wraps it up. Thanks for having a chat with us.
Yeah, that was a good chat.
Good chat.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoy the rest of your time here in Australia.
I hope I do as well.